Welcome to hempSMART Live with Doug Skordal.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special live event online for hempSMART. My name is Doug. I'm coming to you from Portland, Oregon. You could be tuning in, my gosh, from anywhere in the world, and we are so excited to have you here with us. This is something that we do every single week so that people can get accurate information, be better educated about our subject matter. And it means a lot that you would spend a few minutes of your evening, your afternoon, wherever you happen to be with us. We are here talking about something that's very exciting from a lot of different standpoints. And it's probably something that you are seeing and hearing more about just everywhere in your daily life, wherever you happen to be. And that is the subject of CBD and hemp as you're seeing it in wellness products and personal care products. And, you know, there's just, I call it a movement, a happening, kind of a phenomenon, to be honest. But, you know, what you're seeing is the result of several things. But I think it's great anytime that, you know, it's one of those things because it is growing so quickly and it's exploding in interest. There's a lot of information out there. We live in the information age. And anytime that something is gaining a lot of momentum and eyeballs on it, there seem to be a lot of experts. So one of the things we like to do here at this event is to give you quality information so that you can have what you need to go out and make fantastic choices for your own self, for people in your life that you care about, whether that's from a product and health and wellness standpoint, or perhaps you're someone who has more of an interest in the entrepreneurial side. We'll talk about both of those in a moment. But why are we seeing and hearing so much about hemp products, about CBD wellness, different things available? You know, I think there are several reasons. Like I said, one is we're at the height of that information age. So you're being bombarded by maybe advertisements, Facebook posts. Maybe you're seeing it out there on the counters of stores, for goodness sakes. And that's even more of a reason why we want you to leave here today with just armed with some, I like to say, fact versus the fiction. So we're gaining access to more information. We are, you know, the reality is that because of that, people are seeing a lot more. They're hearing a lot more. Anytime that you have an industry where people are having tremendous product experiences, that creates testimonials. So you might be hearing accounts of what's happening for people that you're out speaking with in your life. And also the laws and restrictions in this country specifically are really beginning to loosen up. So as people are gaining access to all those things, they're wanting and they're demanding not only quality products, but they want access to natural options, non-toxic things. They want to take charge of their own health and wellness. So that's just a little bit about what's happening. I'm very excited to, before we get into kind of the timing and the opportunity side of that, very excited to introduce our first guest this evening. She's a great friend of mine. Many of you know her, and she has so much experience. She's been helping thousands of people for many years now, and she's not only well respected, but she is the chairperson of the hempSMART Medical Advisory Board. Paula Vetter, we're going to jump right in it. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight for just a few minutes.
My pleasure, Doug. It's always a pleasure to share what I've learned about our CBD and our products and how we're very special and how privileged we are.
Now, you often say, Paul, I know you've written some great material, and like we said, it's practically getting so that if you go in to pay for your gasoline, there's almost a CBD product on the counter. Very important to be able to make some great educated decisions. Your recent report, Not All CBD is Created Equal. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I'd be happy to. Where people are demanding CBD, people have been looking at natural health solutions for a long time. You turn on the TV, and for every drug commercial, you see the long list of side effects, and people are looking for kinder, gentler, safer, effective ways to maintain their health. And the fact is, we're hardwired to use CBD. Our body makes small quantities of CBD internally, but they're used up anytime that we're under any kind of physical or emotional stress. So supplementing with CBD makes a whole lot of sense. But as you said, Joe Schmo can make CBD in his garage and put it on the counter at the local gas station. The thing that people need to know, one of the reasons hemp is so fantastic, it's good for not only personal health but planetary health, because hemp cleans the soil. It pulls toxins and heavy metals and pesticides out of the soil, but that means those materials end up in the hemp plant. So if you're getting hemp and you don't know where it's grown or how it's processed, there's a good chance that you're putting into your body, along with CBD, a lot of toxins that you don't want in there. So it's important to know where your CBD is sourced. Is it organically grown? Is it tested by an independent lab as being pure and having the potency that it says that it is? So people really need to make good decisions there.
And I know that at the hempsmartblog.com, we have a link for folks where they can check out our certificates of analysis on the products. We're proud of that. And it really is important, like you say, to be able to see a label and not only know that what is listed is in there, but in the amounts that it's listed in, that they're listed in.
Exactly.
Paula, for folks that are watching, I know there's a lot of, one of the misconceptions out there is, and we get asked all the time, is hemp marijuana? Could you address that for a moment?
Absolutely. And the analogy that I use to make it easy to understand is cannabis is a broad category. Cannabis includes hemp and it includes marijuana. They're different. Think of the category canine. The canine category includes Chihuahuas and it includes St. Bernards. Those two canines are very different, just as hemp and marijuana are different. Hemp, by definition, has very, very tiny amounts of the molecule called THC. That's the part of the marijuana plant that will make people high. If you're looking for a high, or you're looking for that euphoric effect that can affect your concentration, your ability to drive a car, for instance, it's very, very low in the hemp plant. And to make that even better, at hempSMART, we remove all THC, even the tiny amount that's legally allowed in the hemp plant, we remove so that our products are totally THC free. That means they're legal in all 50 states. That means that there's absolutely no concerns about failing a drug test. Drug tests test for breakdown products of THC. Because we're THC free, those things don't exist. But the thing that in addition that makes us extra special is our product is full spectrum. Along with CBD, we have the other active therapeutic parts of the hemp plant that make it work better in our body. We have the CBA, the CBG, all the active terpenes. We just remove the THC that causes the mind-altering effects. So it's the best that hemp has to offer as Mother Nature designed it.
I'm so glad that you said that, because I think probably there are folks at home watching this that are thinking, well, wait a minute, I thought you just took these products to feel better in that way. You know, one of the things that people may not realize, and one of the reasons I'd love it if you could just take a moment, that to a lot of folks, this may be new information, is the discovery of how our bodies utilize CBD and what it helps the body to do is a fairly new discovery that a lot of people might not know about.
Absolutely. The endocannabinoid system, and that's a 50-cent word, but the endocannabinoid system, or ECS, wasn't even discovered until 1992. But what we have learned, what scientists around the world in studying the system have discovered, is that it's really the orchestra conductor of the body. It regulates communication between our cells, our organs, our glands, and our tissues. It communicates regulates all of our hormones. It regulates all of our brain chemistry, and it regulates all the chemicals of inflammation in the body. So we don't say that our CBD cures anything. No natural product cures any disease. What we do actually is much more powerful. We support the wisdom of every cell in the body to do what it already knows how to do, which is to repair and regenerate itself. So we're not targeting a disease, we're not suppressing symptoms, but we're actually supporting the wisdom of every cell in your body to function in a state of optimal wellness.
I love that. I love that. And, you know, it's just, it's such an important thing for folks to have that accurate information, Paula. We've talked about, let's see. No, okay. What's next for hempSMART? What do you see as we have our next guest is going to be an exciting one to have on. We're a company that a lot of people might not realize we are part of a publicly traded entity. And that means that, guys, we're fully reporting. hempSMART books are open, and it really requires that this company operate and function in that, I say, the upper echelon of all the companies that are in this space. So very exciting. And Paul, I know that we don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but we're working on some great products for folks. And I'm going to show those here before the end of the evening for people that might not be familiar with our products. But anything else that you'd like to add? I want to thank you so much for just taking a few minutes with us this evening and sharing your wisdom and your experience.
Well, I appreciate that. The only thing I would add is that, you know, in addition to the premier, pure, potent, full spectrum, organically grown CBD, our support products use the organically grown botanicals that are synergistic and work along with CBD. There are very few companies in the industry that are doing that, and none of them are using full therapeutic amounts of botanicals. You know, along with being a holistic nurse practitioner, I've been a certified herbalist for years. And that was one of the things that was really important to me is if you say you're putting in such and such an herb, don't put it in just so you can put it on the label. Put in enough of it and the right form of it that's absorbable, and it's going to make a difference. And hempSMART has always had that commitment. So we have very revolutionary products to support specific areas of wellness, whether it's your brain, your digestive system, your mood, your skin, relieving pain in the body. All of them use our quality premium CBD with the other botanicals, and the testimonials alone speak for themselves.
And I know one of those systems that everyone is very interested in always is our immune response system, our immune support.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon. And I know you're going to be presenting at our upcoming Southwest Regional event down Southern California in a little over a week. So we've got a lot to look forward to. And thank you so much.
Absolutely. Exciting times. Thank you, Doug.
All right. We'll see you next time. So, guys, we've talked a little bit about what's happening out in the industry. We've talked about the products. We've talked about the timing of what's happening, you know, from a lot of different standpoints. And the reality is that anytime that you've got something that people are seeing amazing results from, they're sharing openly from the heart, their testimonials, their experiences of how they're feeling and what's happening, maybe a life change that's happened as a result of taking products. As you could imagine, that often drives new markets to open, new opportunities in the marketplace. As a company that is committed and dedicated to dominating and being a major player in this global space, you know, this is a big deal. It's something that's been doubling in size in very recent years. And entities that are well respected, such as Forbes, are predicting that just in the next few years, this will be a $2 to $3 billion business marketplace that's going to be happening. So what does that mean for you? Well, what we do is we are a company that prides itself on people sharing their own experiences and their own stories. We have a vehicle that allows you or anyone who has an interest to participate in that success of the company, in that thriving. We just had the greatest week in the company's history that we've ever had. And it's because of the folks committed to getting this information out and to sharing those testimonials. So it's very exciting. We are growing, and we have something to announce and share with you this evening. And I'm hoping that the next gentleman is able to join us. I just wanted to say a couple of words before. So we've got the products, guys. We've got the timing. And now we're talking about the opportunity. When those three things come together, oftentimes magic happens. So you might have an interest on a product level. On the other hand, you might be someone listening, watching this evening that, gosh, maybe you would love more income possibilities. Maybe you're someone who would love more options in your life, being in charge of your own life or your time. Perhaps you would love to help people that mean the most to you in your life, your kids, your parents, the church. What we're talking about is a vehicle that allows you to be part of the company, work together with us, and together we're one team that is making history and that is creating an amazing amount of success. And as they say, you haven't seen anything yet. The next gentleman that's coming on in just a moment, very excited to have him here. And I'm very grateful because he is in the UK right now.
And Doug?
Yes.
He's not able to get in. He has no sound and no camera. So I'm just popping in and I'm popping right back out. I have the screen to come up.
Okay. Well, guys, that's all right. Don't tune out just yet. The best is coming. I'd like to read you something that was just posted today on our parent company's site. It was a public press release, and I'd like to read that to you now. Ian Harvey has been involved in the direct sales industry for over 35 years. Mr. Harvey has worked for and helped develop several successful blue chip corporations in countries around the world, including Japan, South Africa, the United States, and numerous European countries. He has several years of experience launching new product brands, training programs, and implementing strategic approaches designed to capture large networks of loyal customers on an international level. And it sounds like we might be having a little technical difficulty. I feel badly because he stayed up for us specifically, and it's after 1 o'clock in the morning there. So Ian, if you're listening, and if you view this recording, we are super excited to have Ian on board, taking on the role of Global Sales Director. And I'll tell you what, he is over there and has been for some time now, helping us prepare for a pre-launch event in the United Kingdom. It's very exciting because that is just the gateway to so many European countries, where as an associate, you are going to be able to not only enlarge your hempSMART business and attract associates and customers there, but really take this to the next level of truly having a global business at an early time before the big growth really happens. So very exciting. Guys, what you're seeing on the screen now, you might want to take a note quickly if you're an associate. If you're not an associate, think about it. But for you hempSMART associates, we have actually put together a page that you can direct your UK folks to who may have an interest in helping us grow and develop the emerging market over there. And it will take in their information. It will give you credit. There's a place there where they can say, I was referred by the person that showed me this. And you are going to be able to be pre-setting up your team. Now, we're not going live just yet. There's quite a bit to do. But we are going to track and help you put together your international organization, beginning with the UK. And that is live right now. You can begin doing that. There are a couple of fantastic videos for your person to view on the webpage there. And the link is, I believe it's hempsmart.co.uk. So very exciting, and more on that as we get nearer to that launch. But we will be talking about our global expansion opportunities very soon. If you don't know already and you're not an associate, we are having an event on the 22nd of October. That will be in Carlsbad, California, and we are going to be rolling out new compensation, a new forward-facing website. I'm very excited about new back office tools and resources for our team. And it's going to be an opportunity to meet corporate, get product education, and it's just going to be fantastic. By the way, you can come as a guest. You do need to register to get a ticket, and there are only a few days left, and it doesn't cost anything. It is a free event. So be sure, and guys, what I would say is, as we get ready to wrap up and we leave tonight, I hope that you heard something valuable this evening, that maybe you know something that you didn't know before. And it's just such a wonderful feeling to work with these folks, to have a great cause. Like we said earlier, you know, nobody knows what drives you. It might be that you want better personal health for yourself and your loved ones. It might be that you, my gosh, that you want to create another income stream and have all of the wonderful opportunities that go along with that. Or maybe you just want to work with the next great company of integrity that is going to dominate this space, that is on the move, that is in momentum. And if you're here visiting, whether you're just maybe a serial entrepreneur or maybe you're just curious, I want to encourage you to please get back to the person who invited you here this evening and just raise your hand. You know, you can ask to try some of the product. You can get a sample of the product. You can visit that person's site and read up about anything more that you would like to know more about. And like I said, heck, maybe if you're gung-ho, hey, become an associate, and we would love to see you at our upcoming event, Sunday, October 22nd. I want to leave finally this evening. Thank you, Karen, and thank you, Paula Vetter. Ian, we're very excited to have you on next time, and welcome to hempSMART. I feel very lucky and honored to work with you and have you be part of the hempSMART team. And guys, the last thing I want to say besides thank you for being here this evening is get together with the person that invited you and take some kind of action, because you may just be one decision away from completely changing your life. That's it for this evening. I'm Doug, and we will see you next time on hempSMART Live. Thanks, everybody.